Howdy, howdy. Love to use here in Harambe one day, which does mean let's go. Jumbo everyone, welcome to the Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is John, I'll be your safari guide through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Some important safety reminders before we head out on the reserve. Just make sure that we keep our hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the truck at all times. Most importantly, please stay seated at all times. It does go for little ones sitting on laps. They do have to stay fully seated. On the right side, we have found the okapis. Okapis, they are commonly mistaken to be related to the zebra because of their stripes. Now, their only known living relative is going to be the giraffe because of their prehensile tongue and their skull structure. Both the male okapi and giraffes are going to be the only two animals in the world to have ossicones, and we'll hopefully get to see some later on when we find the giraffe. On the left side, we've also found two saddle-billed storks. We'll see both a male and a female on the left side. The female, she's going to have bright yellow eyes. Males, they have dark brown eyes. Now, these birds, they eat the ghosts of the forest. They love to hide and do a pretty good job at blending in with their surroundings because of their stripes. They also have horns that are slightly tilted back to help them get through the underbrush in the forest without getting all tangled up. On the left side, we've even found a black rhinoceros. Now, the black rhinos, they are going to be one of the lightest in the rhino family, weighing in at around 3,000 pounds when they're fully grown. Unfortunately, they are going to be one of the most endangered species here on the reserve, with only around 5,000 left in the wild. Another antelope, this one with a bit more of a lighter coat, that is the greater kudu. Greater kudus are going to be the tallest antelopes here in the Little Luturi Forest, and we found a group of females. Now, the females, they don't. On the right side, we've also found some pelicans, and these are pink-backed pelicans. They get their name from the pink coloration that they develop on their back during mating season. Pelicans, they are known to be colonial nesters and can nest in large flocks of around 300 pelicans. Oh, and on the left side, we have found a group of hippos. A group of hippos called a bloat. They are going to be the second heaviest animal here on the reserve, weighing in at around 6,000 pounds when they're fully grown. Now, usually throughout their day, you'll see them walking at the bottom of the river, or you might even find them sleeping in the evening. That's when they usually go out and forage for their food. Nile crocodile. I see two hanging out of the water. Now, crocodiles, they are going to be one of the largest in the crocodilian family. They can grow up to around 50. Now, these predators, they do look very similar to hyenas, but these are actually African painted dogs. They're known to be some of the best hunters in Africa with around an 80% success rate. In their pack, they're going to be led by an alpha male and an alpha female. They're also known to be loyal and kind to their pack. In fact, sometimes after a successful hunt, you'll see that the strongest dogs will let the weakest wounded or youngest eat first. Zebras. A group of zebras is a dazzle. And this dazzle, if you look in the middle, you'll find the youngest zebra. Now, when zebras are born, they're able to walk within around 45 minutes of birth. They can also identify mom just by looking at her stripes. Just like we have unique fingerprints, each zebra is going to have a unique set of stripes. They are going to be the emblem here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, and they're known for their courage. And they are a prey animal that will defend themselves against their predators. They have those horns that arch back to help them deter their predators. They're going to be a part of the giraffe skull, and they sometimes help protect the giraffe's head. Now, usually throughout the giraffe's day, you'll see them walking from one end of the savanna all the way to the other, just looking for food they love to eat. Giraffes do have long prehensile tongues that are around 16 to 18 inches long. They can use their tongue to reach high branches, wrap around those branches, and rip off all they want to eat. 500 to 1,000 miles just to find food and water. Their migration is known to be the largest in Africa, known as the Great Migration. They'll travel in large herds of over 1.5 million wildebeest. They are sometimes accompanied by other animals, the zebra. You'll see zebras traveling with them in large groups of around 200,000 zebras. Friends, we are going to continue to make our way even further into the west. Ooh, and we have found one African elephant on the right. Now we are going to get a closer look on the right side, so keep those cameras out and ready. Yes, African elephants, they are strong enough to knock down trees in the wild. You'll see them do that if they're looking for vegetation at the top of the tree. That's a little bit hard for them to grab. Now, African elephants, they do have two finger-like projections at the tip of their trunk to help them pick up small objects, their food. They can even reach up high into trees for them to grab their food. And when they're fully grown, they can reach up to around 10 to 13 feet high. Take a close look. You'll see a few flamingos that are gray and fluffy. We found some baby flamingos. Now, they are gray. It takes around 2 years for them to develop that signature pink color. That is because of the brine shrimp that they eat, which contains beta-carotene in it. That beta-carotene that gives them that beautiful pink color. Now, cheetahs, they are known to be the fastest land animals, clocking in at 60 miles per hour. They're able to go from 0 to 60 in just 3 seconds. They're only able to keep up that speed for about a few hundred yards before they start getting tired. They're going to be sprinters, not long-distance runners, but they like to sneak up fairly close to their prey before they start going after them. And most big cats are known to be nocturnal hunters, but cheetahs, they like to hunt during the day. That's when they're going to have less of a competition. Lions are also known for their loud, powerful roar that you can hear up to 5 miles away. The more I picked you guys up, you can hear them from there if you listen closely. Oh, and we have found a male lion on the left. Looks like he decided to go towards the other side. But we'll keep moving forward, see what other animals we can find in the savannah. Now, warthogs, they are going to be one of the largest burrowing animals. I also like to say that they're one of the best conservationists here on the reserve because they love to reuse abandoned burrows. Unlike most, found a group of white rhinos. Now, these rhinos, they don't get their name from their color. They got their name from a mispronunciation of the Afrikaans vite, spelled W-I-T. Translated, that is wide because of their wide mouth. They are going to be one of the heaviest in the rhino family. And hanging out here, we'll see the Nigerian dwarf goats. And most of these Nigerian dwarf goats, they are grown to their full size, and they're mainly used for dairy. They're going to be one of the most sustainable animals when it comes to dairy, because they don't take up that much space, and they can eat about almost anything. I'll be dropping you guys off here in just a moment. Those 2 weeks did go by so fast. Definitely felt like 20 minutes, but we did get to see a lot of beautiful animals out here on the reserve. And hopefully you guys got to spot out some of your favorite animals and learn some interesting facts about them. Now, your adventure, it doesn't have to end here. There's still plenty of animals for you guys to find here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. If you plan on spending some more time in the Harambe village, there's still quite a bit that you guys can do. I highly recommend heading over to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. That'll be a 15 to 20 minute walking experience, and you guys are more than welcome to take strollers, wheelchairs, and ECVs along with you. Some of the animals that you guys might find there, you might find a whole family of gorillas, maybe even some naked mole rats, meerkats, a variety of birds, reptiles, and some of the animals that we saw here on the reserve, like the Nile hippopotamus and the okapis. If you still have some time after that, make your way over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. They have a train that leaves every 5 to 7 minutes. The last train leaves at 4:30. There you guys can find the affection section where you guys get to pet some animals, one of those being the Nigerian dwarf goats. If we had any wilderness explorers on board, you guys are on board Simba 1. Now friends, this is where we're going to part ways, but here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbyes because they're far too sad and far too final. So I'm going to leave you guys with a Kwaherini, which means to go well. So Kwaherini friends, go well, go wild, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.